Hey guys, that's my bookshelf. So we're gonna start with what's on top of the bookshelf. This domo is a present from my father. I won this one from Dave & Buster's on an 8th grade trip to Cincinnati. My dad was there as well because he lives in Cincinnati, but I forgot to tell the teachers that he lived in Cincinnati, so when he showed up and I started hanging out with my dad, they thought he was a predator. That was embarrassing. These are a bunch of medals from karate. We've got a gold one, another gold one, 2 silver ones, and a bronze one. This shadow box here was a present from my friend Chelsea before I moved. This is a paper cutout of Peter Capaldi. This is a pumpkin I attempted to make out of glass. These are admission things to various conventions. Don't forget to vote, America. This is a bottle of red potion that my friend Haley made for me. This is Hank the vegetarian cupcake, and this is a knife hilt that is a metaphor. This is my nerd shelf. Here we have a TARDIS. Various bracelets, a robot necklace, a necklace from Italy, a TARDIS necklace, steam-powered giraffe pins, a pin of my dream college, a mockingjay, love is love is love. This says you are loved in Japanese, the TARDIS, and I speak sarcasm as a second language. These are my hardcover color copies of Scott Pilgrim, as well as the rest of the series. Here's Tokyo Mew Mew, which is the first anime I ever watched in my life, 9 volumes of Shugochara, which was my childhood, 12 volumes of Vampire Knight, and Code Geass, which is one of my favorite anime of all time. Whoop-pow! Here we have 2 volumes of Attack on Titan, technically 4 volumes of Death Note, 1 volume of Witch and Wizard, 5 volumes of Maximum Ride, which is a really good manga. Every book in the Maximum Ride series. This one was really good. This one was also quite good. This one was also quite good. This one was okay. This one was okay. This one, this one I regret buying with every ounce of my being. Seriously, I'm not joking. Nevermore is the worst book I have ever read in my life. Looking for Alaska, Paper Towns. Abundance of Catherines is supposed to go right here, but I've lent it out to someone. My pre-ordered, signed copy of The Fault in Our Stars. Next shelf. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. An old tripod. What used to be the entirety of the House of Night series, including the handbook. Every book in the Thirst series, and even though I've grown out of my middle school vampire phase, this series is one of my favorite series of all time. And then Divergent. I was somewhat disappointed in the movie, but I loved the book ever so much. And then we have stuff off to the side. Down there are the Amelia books, which I've had since I was a wee child. This one was signed by the author, and is largely responsible for my love of writing. Here we have a lovely grammar book, a book about vocabulary, a book about lucid dreaming, a book about editing, a Spanish-English dictionary, The Girl's Guide to Vampires, which we don't talk about, and the Worst Case Survival handbook, and an old Bible, and a book about mom advice, and a book about yoga. Over here in the corner we see a guide to the Kalos region. Over here is a pile of books that won't fit on my bookcase. These books include The Reality Dysfunction, which is enormous, City of Bones, The Otherworldlies, which I still love, Dream Dark, which I still love ever so much, The Den of Shadows Quartet, middle school vampire phase. Also middle school vampire phase. The End Games, The Forest of Hands and Teeth, which is an absolutely gorgeous book. Bones of Fairy, which I also think is a great book. Aragon, which goes without saying that it's a great book. Partials, which I thought was an okay book. Gamer Girl, bought this one in middle school. I don't regret it. Don't you dare make fun of me. It's actually a really cute book. I like it a lot. This book that I borrowed from someone many years ago and forgot to return. And then we've got like a cat encyclopedia down here somewhere. So that is my realm of books. It doesn't quite accurately depict what I like to read because I'm broke. If I had all the money in the world, I would probably use a large chunk of it on books and a bigger bookcase.